With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At their own 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He's going to let it go again. Got a man. 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Back to throw again. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throw.
To a hit, and the ball is out. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Jones. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jones. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone...
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. The guy's man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kadarius Toney. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Jones throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down at 4, Jones. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3. Here we go, man left. 4 down.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 23. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
From the middle, look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he stays up. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Akeem Hicks drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there on the run.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, and it's third and short.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Tua's throw caught by Tony. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He could not get away that time, and it will be a loss of 11 on third down. Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Open man is Uzomah. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Pollard, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Back to throw is Tua. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
To try again after the sack. Tua, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Tannehill on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing. Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Second down and 7.
Now Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? Cash in and get some points.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Tua now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jalen Phillips in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and score. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back to a hit, and the ball is out.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chris Wood set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That's complete to Tony. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On play action, here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Justin Jefferson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We got this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
He's going to keep this again.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll set up to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all and coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua going to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily